Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today guys, I'm going to be showing you another chicken grinder tutorial that I have made. The last one was amazing, and if you guys can use the last one, I would suggest using that one. But if you cannot, like if some people had fire spread on for their server and then other people, they just couldn't put fire on the side of the wood, here's a bunch of fixes for that. So let's get right into the tutorial. Okay guys, so first off, before we start the tutorial, I'm going to be showcasing what the farm will do. So basically, this is the farm. It's a lot bigger than the last one, as you can tell. But basically, it does not use anything that needs fire spread and stuff like that. It's a lot more redstone, but all the redstone is needed. I have tried it without some of it. I'll just show you the farm here. Now, I'm going to be showing you with one and multiple, so the big part of the farm is that it will kill multiple at once. You can see it burns the chicken, it kills it on site like the other one, using the same design kind of. But then it repeals and then replaces the fire. And the thing about this is, it is pretty cost effective because each time I will give you a demonstration, it only used flint and steel once instead of multiple times, because there are some like features that in Minecraft that will affect this farm's capabilities. But I have made them the advantages. So I'll just place some of chickens in here. You can see there's tons of them. I'll just break the block and they will all burn at the same time. They'll all go down the same tube and they'll all die. And we'll get all their stuff, you know, go down there. And basically, as you saw before how much flint steel was used, there's only one down. One thing to know about this farm is you cannot really expand it that much, because basically, unless you can make all the pistons be in sync, it will not work, as I'll show you right now. You can see the fire is working and stuff. If I were to do stuff out of sync, I'll just do like a line of chickens. That is going to completely break the farm. As you can see, because the farm uses tripwire hooks, it will mess it up by like keep on sending out the clock. So that will not work. And then it takes a few minutes to fix it, so try to stay away from that. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so first thing you're going to do for your chicken grinder is you're going to want to start off with a 16 block high tube. It's going to be 4 blocks like this, and then it has to be a straightaway. And on the 9th block, you're going to need netherrack, like so. And then from this block, it's going to be basically the starting point for your entire build. From this netherrack block, you're going to want to first put down a sticky piston, torch, 2 redstone repeaters, and 4 redstone dust. The first redstone repeater is going to need to be on 4 ticks. The other one's going to need to be on 3. Then you're going to run this line of redstone up a 4-block staircase up to the 11th block, which will be your tripwire hooks. We will now apply the tripwire hooks, obviously. And then you're going to need string. Come on. Does it not want, oh, I guess there was already string there for some reason. And you are already done with a pretty big part of it. I'll just show example. This is the part that will pull away the fire. Next up, we're going to be doing the dispenser. So from this block, we're going to want to go on the 10th block. You'll put a dispenser down. Then 1 block below the dispenser, on the 8th block, you're going to need a piston like this. Then you're going to need a piston up here. And you're going to need an iron block there. This is going to create a stopping signal for this piston, so it knows when to stop dispensing the fire. Because if I'll give you an example. If we were to put a flint and steel in here, you can see it's on 54 uses. And then we were to use this torch, it will use one of its fire. And we don't want that happening in our farm because we need to make the flint and steel as cost effective as possible. So this creates that. And from this block, you're going to want to put a block there, temporary. And then you're going to want a slab. The slab is so it does not affect this piston right here. Because we don't want this clock right here affecting that. You're going to want to do 6 blocks. And you're just going to want, I mean, you can do any clock, but this clock is the best use for this farm. And then you need all of them pulled back. Then I'll just do this. And then you have your clock started, and then you can just put the redstone repeater here. And you can see that will start the clock, but if this were to be powered, it will slow down. So next thing, from this block here, you're going to want to make another line. You're going to go 2 this way, and then 1 out, down actually. And then you're going to go around the farm to this block here, which is going to be powering this piston to push the block back up. You're going to need a repeater there, then redstone dust, and another repeater. And this repeater has to be on 1 tick. Next up, you're going to light the fire. And then you could just fill this in with glass. You're going to want to fill this dispenser up with the fire. And then your farm should be working right now. Basically, the circuit should. It should pull back the chicken, and then it will relight the fire. And if that works, your farm is basically pretty much done. We're now going to do the spawning chambers. So at the top blocks, you're going to want to break 1, 2, 3. You're going to break the top 3 blocks here. And on this block, you're going to want to be putting grass. And this is pretty much optional. You're not going to want to do too elaborate things up here because obviously all the chickens have to go at once if you want this to work. And I will be coming out with, probably in the description, I'll be telling you guys how often you need this, because I'm pretty sure it can only be so often that you push down the chickens, only it's pretty quick. You're going to want to put pistons here. Just a simple spawner. And this farm does utilize the spawners, so if you are making a an egg chicken farm, you're going to want to look down in my channel. There was another one. It was before the first chicken grinder tutorial. It was in our How to Redstone series. It'll show you how to make one of those. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as these, obviously, because it's not utilizing spawners. It's using chicken eggs, how that works. So on these corners, you want to put glass. And then right here, you can have the option of putting 4 or 2 pistons, 4 or 2 spawners. I'm going to be using diamond blocks as my spawners, because obviously I don't have them. But in servers you will. You're going to want to put them here, or you're going to want to put them all 4. If you put all 4, it's a little more risky. You could end up breaking your farm, only it's a pretty low chance if the chickens somehow walk off because it's overcrowded. So I'm just going to be putting 4. Then we're going to put glass up here. And you're going to cover this area. And you also do need glass below the piston glass, because sometimes chickens will get pulled out here, but they can walk back in. You don't want them falling all around the farm. Now the spawning chambers, then you're going to need to link up all of the pistons. So we're going to get some building blocks, and we're just going to build a good old clock here. As you can see over here, I did do a 3 clock, so I guess we can do that again. So we need repeater, 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 and one more here. Then dust. All of these need to be pulled back, and this will create a pretty even timing, so you're not getting but it'll decrease the efficiency of the farm just by a little bit, but it still is really efficient, and this will stop the farm from getting way too overcrowded, and the thing will sometimes stop working if you do not do this big of a clock. We're just gonna start this one and just start it. So that that's working. We're going to want to build another block. What did we do here? Oh, I had made it one back. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work, so we're gonna have to build off here. And put distance here. Just basically make sure all the pistons are pushing at the same time. You can use repeaters, just make sure to be very careful about pulling them back. You don't want to. And okay, let's see if I take away this, it'll work still. Okay, well, just with like no signal. Now I think I can pull one away from here. If maybe. Okay, we'd have to do this. Oh, no, not that. Just a regular repeater and this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we just link up this. And your farm is done. At this point, you should have everything pulled at the same time. What did I do wrong here? Oh, you know, scratch that idea. I just realized it's at the wrong side. We're gonna have to bring this up one. Okay, that's fine. I forgot that they're on the wrong side. Oh no, I broke this one. Okay. Hopefully this works. Does it reach? Yes, it does. Okay. So that is the entire machine grinder done. As you can see, it won't even burn in the rain. It will use up a lot more flint and steel though, so probably I would suggest putting a roof on it. As you can see, actually our flint and steel is probably burned out by now. It's already down to 15, it wasn't that far down. And we can just spawn some chickens here. Oh, and you can see it burns them in the sink. When we got all the chicken, we can just do a water stream down here. And then you're all done with your farm. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Do not forget to drop a like and subscribe to join the edition today. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!